New Hampshire primary, Bernie Sanders narrowly beats Pete Buttigieg. Biden isn't giving up, 99.9% of African Americans haven't voted yet. Bernie Sanders is projected to narrowly win the New Hampshire Democratic primary contest, a race that also culled the crowded field by 2. News script from BBC. The left-wing firebrand won a tight victory over centrist former Mayor Pete Buttigieg, who offered a different Democratic vision in the race to take on President Trump in November. Mr. Sanders declared the night the beginning of the end of Mr. Trump. All clips may not represent the story. The race moves next to the Nevada caucuses on the 22nd of February. Finishing behind the Vermont senator were 2 moderates, Mr. Buttigieg and Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, who emerged as a surprise contender by taking 3rd place. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren and former Vice President Joe Biden, 2 erstwhile frontrunners, finished in 4th and 5th places. Watch to learn English as good as your mother tongue with latest world news. Technology entrepreneur Andrew Yang and Colorado Senator Michael Bennet both dropped out of the race. Some 280,000 Democratic voters cast ballots in the Granite State on Tuesday night, delivering 26% to Mr. Sanders. Polls ahead of the vote predicted that the senator would again do well in New Hampshire. As the longtime representative of a neighboring state, he is well known. A Real Clear Politics average of polls in New Hampshire put support for Mr. Sanders on 29%, 7 points ahead of Mr. Buttigieg, who won the previous contest, the Iowa caucuses. The actual result will be much closer. With 88% of the vote counted, Mr. Sanders, 78, leads Mr. Buttigieg, 38-year-old, the former mayor of South Bend, Indiana, by only 1.6%, or about 4,300 votes. Mr. Sanders hailed a great victory as he thanked supporters from a rally in Manchester, New Hampshire. "This victory here is the beginning of the end for Donald Trump," he said, and promised to build an unprecedented multi-generational, multi-racial political movement to defeat the Republican. The result will give Mr. Sanders at least 8 of the 24 delegates who will represent New Hampshire at the July Democratic National Convention, where the party crowns a nominee based on the delegates won. Mr. Buttigieg will get at least 7 delegates. Thanking supporters, he warned against succumbing to a polarized vision of politics and pitched himself as the centrist to bring new voters into the party. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.